Aspects channel. So many of you, you may not have known it, but I changed the name of our channel to the Five Aspects channel. Now we're going to be talking about all kinds of topics to do with the five aspects of mankind. So we're going to be talking about spirituality, relationships. We'll be talking about finances, mental, your mental, all that good stuff, anyways. But I have a topic that I want to talk to you about today. As many of you know, I'm an author. I wrote a book called Marriage God's Way, and I'm also a marriage counselor. I've done quite a bit of marriage counseling over the years. Um, something I've noticed, and I just feel like I have to talk about it because there's got to be a shift in the mindset of certain, genders of people, females in particular. But let me just get right to it. Over the years, I hear a lot of women that are married to men that don't do much, men that are, you know, jobless, or they're from job to job. They don't have their head screwed on tight. They don't have any direction. They don't know where they're going. They couldn't possibly lead a woman because they don't know where they're going. And so a lot of women have yoked with these men for whatever reason. Maybe the guy was good looking. Maybe the woman felt like she couldn't do any better. There's a myriad of reasons why such people would get together. But, it doesn't work because you can't marry just for looks. You can't marry because, you know, he looks good or she looks good. There's got to be more substance in there. So a lot of people have to be very careful before they run and get married. You got to make sure that that man understands his godly calling, where he's going. Because if he doesn't know where he's going, he can't lead you nowhere. Do you understand? He has to be established in God and where he's going. And that way he gives you something to look at and say, well, can I contribute to that? Can I be a helpmate to that or not? Right? So you got to really examine. Don't just, they say love, is enough. It's not enough because our love is weird. True love is God, but our love is weird. Our love is very blind because our love, we get blinded by, the size of his biceps and triceps or the size of her chest or her booty. We get caught up in stupid things and don't tend to look for substance. And the worst thing is we a lot of people will have sex before marriage, and that blurs everything. That blurs everything. Okay, because now when you see certain signs, your emotions will rub it out because, oh well, we make love and he's so good to me, she's so good, and all that kind of stuff. It's just not enough, and it won't sustain you because when sex is not enough, then what? You got each other to face, and when you face each other, then what? And many of these people end up in my office. And a lot of these women complain because my guy doesn't have no job, or he has no direction, he has no ambition, all this stuff. And I get it. I get it. There are a lot of messed up men. Understand there's a spiritual attack on men every day. Okay? The enemy loves killing the men. But one of the best ways the enemy can kill a man is through a woman. And I find that women in society have been talking about men and, oh, men suck. And now you got this whole idea that men are dumb and men can't function without the woman, happy wife, happy life. And how did this happen? How did we change the whole order into something that's unbalanced and chaotic? And the reason why I'm on this live right now is because I want to talk to the women who are not in those situations, because these same conversations tend to spread. And now every woman tends to say the same thing. Oh, man, and oh, he's nothing without me, and oh, where would he be without me, and all this crap. Let me tell you something. Yes, there are men that are still trying to find their way. We pray for those brothers. There are men out there that are still trying to find their way. They're still trying to do good in life. They're lost. They're hurt. The enemy's attacking them. Yes, they're out there. And some of you have yoked to them. Pray. Okay, there's power in prayer. Things can change. That same man can turn into a real man, a man of God, if you will sit there and play your part the right way as well. But what happened is these women are complaining about the men, and it spread. But it spread even to women who have men that are good. Are you hearing to somebody? So you have a man, who's there with you, who comes home, who doesn't, go hang out with his friends all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with hanging out with your friends, but some men live with their friends more than their own houses. Your man comes home, he's balanced, he works, he supports you, he prays for you, he tries to lead you, he tries to teach you stuff. He hears something going on in the street. Hey, hun, if you see powder on your door handle, don't touch it because it might be a scam. He's trying to educate you, to protect you. If you have that kind of man, okay, and that man has an issue or something that needs to be addressed, why won't you humble yourself and listen to the guy? Why won't you give him the respect of listening to him? You don't have the guy that the other women complain about. So why do you treat him like a boy? Why is it when he says, this happened and it bothered me, and you're like, whatever, you're breaking your neck, you're carrying on. Are you nuts? You're carrying on all crazy as if you're entitled to have this man. Can I just say this boldface? If you have a man who leads you, protects you, provides for you, shows up for you, and all the above, man, respect that man. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Respect that man. Give that man his due flowers. Give him your attention. The problem with these women out here, and this is not a bash to women because there are good women out here too, but the problem with these women that go around there talking about men and bashing men, okay? The problem is you're in a relationship and you're listening to your friends that have those men that haven't found their way yet. You're not like that. You shouldn't be talking that talk. So you come home, you adopt that talk, you adopt that mentality, and now when your husband talks to you and you're like, oh, whatever, and you're breaking your neck and acting crazy, can I tell you something? If you have a man that, again, cares for you, provides for you, he's a security to you, he teaches you, he tries to lead you, man, shut up and be a good woman. Respect that man. Don't give him attitude. Don't be condescending. Don't treat him like he's nothing or like his words mean nothing. You're supposed to cherish a man like that. Are you hearing this? Don't believe the lies, because these women say, well, they got the Beyonce mentality. To the left, I can get another you in a minute. Can I tell you something? You can get other men. Don't get me wrong. You'll always find a surplus of men to sleep with you. Okay? Yes, you can get men to sleep with you, because there's a million dogs out there that will gladly pass their diseases and spiritual nastiness onto you. But will you find a real man, a good man? Will you find a true man? Do you think it's easy to find a man who wants to come home to you, who wants to love you, who wants to lead you, who wants to provide for you? Do you think it's easy to find that kind of a man? Because somewhere in your head, you feel so entitled and you think you could just be mean to him. You could be all, sarcastic to him. You could be condescending to him and all this stuff. And you're going to lose him. You're going to lose him. You're going to be one of those ladies that are going to have nobody. And don't worry, I'm going to do one for the men as well. But you're going to be one of those ladies that have nobody. And you're going to sit down and tell the young ladies, hey, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool, man. Cherish that man. Is it too hard to give a man respect? Do you think that you're so necessary? Why would a woman think she's so necessary? A lot of you women think, yeah, well, he needs me. A man don't need a woman. In this day and age, if it's about sex, we can get sex anywhere. Is it about conversation? We can get conversation anywhere. Companionship, we can get companionship anywhere. I'm getting excited, so I'm stuttering a bit, right? What do you bring to the table that you think that we need it so bad that you could disrespect us like that? It doesn't work that way, ladies. So please, I'm not going to go on any longer. I just want to say this. If you have a man, again, I've said this before, I'm going to reiterate it again. If you have a man who loves you, who's chosen you to come home to you, he provides for you, he cares for you, he tries to lead you, teach you. If you have that kind of man, humble yourself and give God thanks and respect that man. Give that man respect, because that's all he needs. To keep his engine going, all he needs to know is his wife holds him high and respects him. That's all he needs. He doesn't need hugs and kisses. He doesn't need that garbage. A good man just needs to know he's respected. And if he respects himself, he won't stay there for that bad treatment. After a while, you will lose that man. Okay? I don't know who this is for. I know it's for somebody. And I hope that you reconsider how you're treating that man. And I hope you're not joining the rest of the women who are stuck with men that aren't quite there yet, who are complaining. I hope you're not doing the complaining too and talking about you could just get another one. Because again, yes, you can get another man to sleep with you. There's a ton of men that are waiting to sleep with you. And they're nasty and they don't care about you. You could always find someone to sleep with. But can you find another good man? Because good men don't go for that behavior. Amen. So do me a favor, ladies. Examine yourself. Don't worry. This is not a one-sided thing. I'll do another one about the men as well, because I got a message for you men as well, because you men are messing up as well. All right. God bless y'all. Signing off. Until the next video.